Ladies and gentlemen, this from AccuWeather's Reed Timmer. Some forecast models are showing Sally even becoming a major hurricane by landfall Monday night along the central Gulf Coast, which is an incredibly storm surge prone area, likely to be a mega disaster with nothing to prevent rapid intensification over the coming days. Likely to be a mega disaster, and Reed Timmer is not one to hype things up. So, ladies and gentlemen of Louisiana, Alabama, Mississippi, Florida, along the coast, you have 60 hours to plan, prepare, and, if need be, possibly evacuate. And we are watching projections and numbers start to climb, as I've been talking about the yellow, which represents 15 inches of rain. Now we have the dreaded peach. And the dreaded peach is 20 inches of rain, and we can continue to see these numbers escalate as pegging hurricane intensity can be very difficult. The energy is super crazy now, and it's super crazy out there as we are in peak hurricane season 2020. We've got new storm 20 that has formed. I think it's tropical storm. It was just an invest. I don't know. A lot's happening right now. We got this Paulette dragon who is supposed to take a hard right. So things are totally crazy. And as people have been primed to go super crazy for a political election that is 50 days away, I have turned off comments and demonetized this video. And as long as comments are off, they will be the videos will be demonetized as well. And I will turn comments back on at least 24 hours before landfall, as people who are in the way may be giving out or need specific information. But with 60 hours to go, you know, I don't need any political fights or crazy conspiracy theories that aren't going to help people in the path of danger now. And definitely, you know, if you want to talk about politics, then talk about seeing what you can do to help. If you're a Republican, your Republican brothers who needed your help during Hurricane Laura and after, and now the east side of Louisiana, Republican and conservative brothers in Alabama, Mississippi, and Florida, because they will definitely need your help, as this thing is going to do major damage to the east part of the state, after doing major damage to the west part of the state. You guys a lot of times are like fully on supporting Trump, and now is the time to support your fellow Republicans and just your fellow human beings and, you know, fellow Christians or fellow earthlings, man. The down thumbs button will still be there if you really want to display your displeasure. But we got a lot to watch, and this is one Cranky circled that we need to watch. This pretty much popped up just a few days ago, and I don't like to trust storms until they turn. So the East Coast, I would definitely just keep your eye on this thing in case of any super duper crazy surprises. I would put that chance at like 3 to 5%. But this definitely looks like a freaking dragon, man. As Kailan Patel says, I don't think there's a picture that screams peak hurricane season more than the 12Z, E, C, E, F ensembles. 4 active storms red, 2 active AOIs, yellow, orange, 2 more future MDR waves, green. And so I think these are the, so we definitely got to be watching these two, make sure these don't sucker punch us. Sally just popped up here a few days ago and then is careening. We still got this one to watch, and we've got, what is it, like 2-3 more months left in hurricane season? And that pegging a hurricane's intensity is a science that almost no one has mastered. Brian Tang saying the last several runs of the HWRF have had a pretty consistent signal for Sally undergoing rapid intensification beginning late Sunday into Monday. There are some signals that support this possibility. So there are multiple model runs, there are multiple conditions that would take it to Category 3 status, which would be major hurricane status. And so you have 60 hours to prepare. Now, like I said, at this point, nobody knows what its category is going to be. You know, it is 2020, so there's a chance it could become Cat 5, in my opinion. And so, we have a plan for you, yourself, your family, your pets. And the worst, if, power outages will probably be a major thing. Depending on the category, the storm surge is going to be anywhere from 9 feet or above. So we're looking at, landfalling hurricane in about 60 hours or Tuesday morning or afternoon. And I wouldn't write off the fact that you have a major hurricane over here, Paulette, which would have threatened Bermuda. And then you've got like a triple. There's the third. 1, 2, 3. So prepare for crazy days, man. The NAM's got it intensifying to a strong Cat 2 or Category 3 by Monday at 7 p.m. about to make landfall. This will be 128 mile per hour wind gusts and sustained wind speeds of about 105 miles per hour. And so this whole area is very susceptible to some pretty nasty storm surge. Brady, new peak surge forecast is out from NHC, and 6 to 9 feet of surge for much of southeast Louisiana, including NOLA Metro and much of Mississippi coast being forecasted by NHC. I would expect those numbers to go up, in my opinion, over the next upcoming days. And so a lot can change in 60 hours. This is 2020, but there is confidence growing that where it will go is here. Models had shown some type of hit landfall and then curve back out. They've backed away from that, so that is good news. But, if you are in this area, I would be paying super close attention to how much this storm intensifies over the next 30 hours, okay? You got it? And I'll turn my comments back on when the energy stabilizes. I mean, it was only like 10 days ago we got hit by Category 3 Hurricane Laura. And so will it get to be this much of a beast? Maybe. Will it become more of a beast? Possibly. Could it be a bust? Yeah, I would say maybe 10% chance, man. But this thing is definitely going to be a rain-making monster. And we will be looking for the numerical values of impact guesses to increase over the next 30 hours. And this hurricane season is a marathon, not a sprint. And so we still have at least 6 more weeks of really wild action. And I think we're definitely going to see 2 or 3 more waves of landfalling hurricanes. So stay cool, stay prepared. The whole country rallied together and came together after 9/11. We've had multiple 9/11 type events happen in 2020, but at no point are people seeking to work together. 2 different Arab countries have worked out peace with Israel in the last month. Why can't Americans work out a peace deal together as the people, as 330 million people? We don't need some 70-year-old baby boomer man to tell us how to be cool and that we should work together. Dude, my opinion. Okay, great. And so, stay cool. Do the best you can with the hand you've been dealt. And I've been recommending everybody play maximum defense all year long. And yeah, we are in a plague pandemic situation, which only complicates things more. Definitely pray. Prayer helps, absolutely, in my opinion. This is the rainfall projection over the next 48 hours, and you can see that there will be lots of precipitation from the very south point of Texas all the way through Louisiana, Alabama, Florida, up into Georgia, and even South Carolina. So we got heavy rainfall issues, and we do not know when the next hurricane is coming, but I would suspect in about 10 days. This thing definitely has a monster look to it. The whole situation, in my opinion, it's like zoop, zoop. So Sean Milrad put it excellently in a graph people should be able to understand. This is the hurricane intensifier, the Gulf of Mexico. Never underestimate intensification in the Gulf of Mexico. Dr. Rick Knabb of the Weather Channel, as Sally enters the Gulf, we can't assume latest forecast of it taking a couple days to become a hurricane will be 100% accurate. latest rapid intensification indices give it a 10 to 15% chance of becoming a hurricane in the next 24 hours. Just in case, don't tune out this weekend. And so if it became a hurricane in the next 24 hours, then it has a chance to continue to rapidly increase for the next 36 hours after that, before it makes landfall. And we have watched a hurricane before it hit Texas and the hurricane before it hit Louisiana, how, and even the one in North Carolina, how they strengthened really fast in like the 10 hours leading up to landfall. So everybody, please calm down. Let's work together. That we can only make it into the future with teamwork, my friends. All right? I'll be here around, glued to this thing for the next 60 hours. Who knows? I might not even sleep, or not much, because this is what I do full time. I do what I can to protect you and give you great information, whether you be a Republican, conservative, or sane like me and have no faith in our political system or politicians. I love you. All right? I think we're going to party hard in 2022, but we got a lot of work to do. And we definitely need teamwork. All right. Talk to y'all soon. God bless everyone.